Welcome to the Yoga Chill Out Zone with me, Marina White Raven. And we're going to see how we feel now. Let's take a moment to just go, okay, how do I feel now? Oh, maybe you think, yeah, I feel okay for a Friday. Yes, but just check out, feel your body. How much are you how busy is your mind? Where's your energy? Just checking out all the aches and pains, all the kind of like, oh, I can't be bothered, nurses, all that kind of stuff. It's all there. Maybe there's a few little niggles and worries and, stresses and concerns that are just sort of sitting around waiting for the moment to take hold. They do that. And then let's see at the end if it feels any different. So I'm going to start seated today. Let's get the microphone a bit closer to me. Good. So just find your seat. Take a little moment to just find your seat. Maybe have a little rock side to side. Yeah. Sigh. Have a little sigh as well as you rock. Breathe in through the nostrils and have a sigh out through the mouth. Yeah. Just think of yourself as a little boat bobbing along on a very kind of soft little ocean. Just bobbing around, breathing in. Yeah, just being taken by the flow, by the waves. And we're just going to give our knees a little bit of attention, circling the knees really slowly, like slower than you might usually. Slowing down, maybe taking the other direction just because it feels good. Yeah. Hand rest on the knees. So nice relaxed arms. Maybe just lift the shoulders up just to make sure the shoulders are relaxed a little bit. We'll start to just take that top edgy layer off. Breathing in. Fully lift the shoulders right up high, right up by the ears, and let out through the mouth. Let the shoulders just drop heavy. Breathing in. Drop your heavy burdens. Hold it for a second, then out through the mouth. Good. And again. Squeeze, really squeeze them up by the ears. Tense the shoulders up and out through the mouth. And we'll just roll the shoulders back. It's just the shoulders, not the arms. They're just kind of being very floppy spaghetti arms, okay? You can even let them fall forwards if you find that easier. So it's very active shoulders, but they're just squeezing. It's quite slow, that movement. Then forwards with the shoulders. Forwards with the shoulders. Yeah. Good. And then we just take the hands kind of under your armpits. If you can get the hands just there, and so the thumbs are sticking out, we're just kind of holding that space under the armpits. It's going to be different for each one of us, different sort of sizes and shapes and configurations. But we're just kind of holding ourselves there and just feeling that breath. So we breathe in, feel that expansion in the top part of your chest and breathe out. And again, breathe in and breathe out. Let's do that a few times, or maybe just breathing when you feel like, you've kind of released a little bit, then just holding still, but just breathing in and out through the nostrils, but emphasizing that breath. And you'll find this is a really good way of really harnessing, what's the best word, of just kind of softening the edginess of any emotions you might be having. So it's really calming for the emotions, just holding yourself. And then we'll just hold ourselves a bit lower around the rib cage, a bit lower down, kind of more of a real nice squeeze. And you can feel the ribs now as you breathe in and breathe out. Size of the body there. Breathing in. See if you can open your wings up as you breathe in and sigh out through the mouth. And see if you can feel the ribs squeezing down, sort of deflating. Breathing in and breathing out. Just getting with that breath. Maybe just rub the belly a little bit. Set hands to the belly, quite low down there, just holding that powerhouse there. And breathing into the nostrils, feeling the belly expand. Out through the mouth. And again, breathing in through the nostrils. Out through the mouth. Oh, yeah, give it a sigh. And then one more time, breathing in through the nostrils. Out through the mouth. Oh. Then either just leave your hands there, or you can let them fall into the lap, or you can let them be on the knees. I'm kind of favoring this position right now because it just feels very comfortable now. I've relaxed my arms and shoulders a bit. But really sitting tall, so really pay attention to lifting the chest, letting the shoulders drop, and the back of the neck long. So feel that thread from the crown lifting you. Imagine that thread connecting you to the universe up there, and the root, the base of the body going down into the earth. So you feel that centeredness, and maybe that around that is starting to soften. And we're going to vibrate that, what I might like to call sometimes this iron string, which is kind of in the middle of the iron string is the heart, the iron string of the heart. So we're going to vibrate that string, a beautiful instrument. So close the eyes a minute, and we're going to chant the mantra Om 3 times. So really a key thing to this is let your mouth open wide. When you breathe out, it'll just make the sound more vibrant, and let your sound out. Don't worry how it sounds, just make the sound. Breathing in. And again, breathing in. And one more time, breathing in. Breathing in and out now, just feeling that vibration. Have you raised your vibration slightly? Let's just move a little bit more now. Interlink the fingers and stretch up. Push the hands up to the ceiling. So really extending through the arms, but remember to keep the shoulders down. So we keep the shoulders down away from the ears rather than hunching them right up here. So it's almost like, you're squeezing the shoulder blades together slightly. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. So now we're keeping it in and out through the nostrils. Keep that back of the neck nice and long. Don't look up, but the hands looking directly forwards. Still feeling those ribs expand as we felt them before with the hands. Now we're feeling them expand like wings. And breathing out. One more breath in. Pushing up with the hands. Let the fingers come apart and breathing out. The hands coming down. Pushing the heels of the palms out to the side. Slowly lowering down. Down to the side. So just enjoying that little feeling now. Let's bring the left hand down to the left side. Nice bendy elbow. Inhale, extend up to the right. Watch that hand fly up to the ceiling. And notice how I'm really getting an extension to the right side. Dropping both the shoulders down away from the ears, looking up at that right hand. And as you exhale, we're bending into that left elbow and we're reaching over the body. So making sure it's not falling in front of the face. It's over the body. We're reaching our fingertips right as if we were going to touch the mat there. And if your neck is okay, look up at the ceiling on the inside of that arm. And even in this position, try to make sure you're not having that shoulder hunched up. Give it a little bit of space there. Because we're really focusing on this nice length through the side and breathing into that. So breathing into the ribs again. Inhaling, and as you exhale, let the right elbow fall forward. So we're going to come out of this lovely and softly. Yeah, it feels nice. So you feel that lovely soft kind of wing. Yeah, maybe give it a little bit of a movement just to see how does that feel, that wing. It's much more kind of floaty. Right hand coming down now, bending the right elbow. Extend up to the left, looking up at that left hand as it reaches up. So reaching, you see how that works to lengthen to the left side. Watching the hands so that when you reach over the body, bend into the right elbow, we're looking up at the ceiling there. If your neck does not allow you to do that, then just look forwards directly. But notice how my neck is in line with my spine. It's not kind of hanging. So you want to keep that alignment. Breathing into the left side. So particular space between the ribs and the hip, making that nice and long. That side tends to get very sticky and very kind of tense. And kind of, particularly with the emotions, this is why we hold the sides there. And then we breathe in one more time, And let that left elbow fall forwards and just kind of curling back up. Ah, feels good. We've had our legs kind of crossed for a while, so let's extend them. As wide as you feel comfortable, being careful about these delicate inner thighs, okay? The toes are going to the ceiling. Sit on a cushion. If you're feeling like, oh, a bit crunched, try and be comfortable so you can sit upright. Let's stir the porridge. So you have an option. I'm going to go with the big spoon. And also just take note, if you're doing this, extension through the arm, again, it's not hunching the shoulders forwards. Keep the shoulders back and down. So we've got space here. Yeah, pulling the shoulders back. Or if you want to, you can have your hands on your knees, but we're really keeping this integrity. Do you see how that I'm keeping that uprightness? So breathe in, feel the breath in the whole body. As you breathe out, keep that uprightness, but breathing out, leaning forwards with that big spoon going around the big porridge pot or cauldron, as I prefer. Breathing out as you lean forwards, breathing in as you lean back. So you really might want to see how big a circle you can take this in. You know, feel free, if you feel like that's just too big a circle, I'm just going to minimize it and hold my knees there. You can do that too. So taking your time and just enjoying, breathing out, breathing in as you lean back, drawing a big circle. And then come to the center. So we're really impacting on this lower back and into the hips there. So we really want to keep it long as we can. So really keep that awareness there. Without the awareness, you know, and the mindfulness, we're not really practicing yoga. Without the breath, we're not practicing yoga. Breathing in, resetting, breathing out, leaning forwards, and then to the left this time with a big spoon around the edges of the cauldron, getting all the crusty bits they're going in there as well. That's the best bits. Breathing out as you lean forwards, breathing in as you lean back. So you can feel this in the abdominals. You should be able to feel it there. But it's you also maybe feeling that in the back. But as long as the abdominals are engaged, which if you lift up here, and they will be engaged, then that can support the back and front, this relationship, you know, they're working together. Good. Let's go one more time around, breathing in and out. And then just come to center. Maybe just bring the knees together and then lift the knees up. I'm just turning to the side to show you, don't need to do that. And we're just going to hug the knees, bring our face to our knees. Breathing in through the nostrils, out through the mouth, releasing the back of the neck there. Good. And from this position, we're just going to let the knees fall out to the side, just to give the hips a little bit of attention. Actually, first of all, don't worry about how high the knees are. Just let them be in a comfortable position now, holding the ankles, all the toes, and bringing the heels as close to the groin as you can. We're just going to do something gentle here, actually. But first of all, we lift the chest. So notice how I'm lifting the chest, and as I lift, the shoulders come back and down, and also the back of the neck goes nice and long. So see how much taller I get. Lift. Okay. So now we're just going to flutter. It's like a little butterfly, yeah? Butterfly wings. We're just going to let them bob up and down there. So we're not pushing or shoving, we're just kind of bouncing. Just to give the hips a little bit of, it's like, don't worry hips, we haven't forgotten about you. We're just going to give you a little bit of bounce there. Yeah, good. And you might want to just stop there for a second. And then we're going to do something else just to do a more inward motion. So let the hips be, let the knees be wherever they want to be, holding the ankles or the toes. We're going to curve the back. So we've just been very upright. Now we're just going to do the opposite. So bring the shoulders forwards, curve the back in, bring the head as if you want to bring the crown of the head into that space between the feet. In fact, if you can take hold of the feet, take the fingers around the feet and press the thumbs into the middle of the foot there and open it up like a book. So it's as if the head's going to go down into there. It probably won't, but that's where we're looking and imagining it's going to go. So we're really opening and releasing the back and the back of the neck. Breathe with that. And we're really coming into the interior of ourselves, like this little shell. We're making ourselves a little shell or a leg. And then we're going to slowly lift the head up again, come back to seated. And we'll give ourselves a little massage. While the thumb's there, why not? You know, just, and you can do this various ways. If you don't feel like you have any skills there, just pressing the thumbs, pressing certain points, and you'll know what the points are because it feels good and you'll get some release. or you can just draw circles, whatever feels nice to you. Obviously this is better if someone else is doing it, but you know, we can give ourselves a lot of release there. And then we just lift the knees up. Feels good after having the hips open. Hug the knees again. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. Just extend the legs away. And we're going to come into a seated forward bend. We'll do this variation because it's kind of, I like this one. I don't know if it's better or worse for you, but it's nice to try anyway. So we bring that right knee up. We let the right knee fall out to the side. If it's very high up and you feel like you're kind of tense in the hip, then just find anything to stuff underneath. You know, you might have a pillow, a couple of pillows, block, whatever you want there. But if it's kind of comfortable and it's not preventing you from, you know, from doing anything, then that's fine. And this foot's going on the inside of that left thigh. Left foot is pointing directly up to the ceiling. Good. So now we want to get the body in line with this leg. So a twist. So I'll put a twist in here. We take the left hand around and behind. Notice how that arm is very connected, or at least close to the back, but really want to try and get that. So then you can feel that support as well, and you can sort of really lean almost against it, or press the arm and the back against each other. Right hand outside of the left knee. Breathing in, lift up, sit up tall. Notice my head is on top of my body. It's not kind of leading. And then we're going to turn, but we'll start with the base. So we feel the belly coming around to the left, then the ribs, then the chest. Breathe in again, lengthen, feel the crown lifting. And finally, the shoulder and the head, the eyes, the nose are looking right behind you. Really pushing into the ground of the left hand and pressing the inside of that arm against the back. Keep dropping the shoulders down. Don't force or push. Much better to go with the breath. So inhale, lift, feel the crown, that silver thread lifting. Exhaling, twisting a little deeper. One more breath in. Untwist to the front. How's that feel? Yeah, feels good. Feels good to twist. So let's just walk the hands down the leg, but not just kind of like this. Really keep this. Again, it's all about this integrity, here to here. We're really keeping that long in the waist. Lead with the chest, lead with the heart. Maybe think about that. Heart wants to look and stay in contact with the toes. So it doesn't want to kind of just start looking at the knee or the thigh. It wants to keep in contact. So find the point where you feel that little edge, bit of discomfort. And it doesn't have to be down here, you know, it could be up here. But I'd rather this than this. So just breathe. Maybe even close your eyes, but breathing in, come away from the leg a little bit. Lift the chest. Breathing out, just taking the chest forwards. Make the breath really deep and long, which of course has many benefits. Making the breath deep and long will slow down the breath, which will trigger the parasympathetic nervous system. Just that long out breath will do that. What it does, it trips the switch, which might be seen as the vagus nerve. So you may have heard about that. And this is a key thing. Yeah, vagal tone, if you're interested in those such things. If you're not, don't worry. It's just relaxing. It works. Breathing out works. So we make the out breath even longer. So we get closer to that relaxed state that we're looking for. And then we just walk the hands up the leg. Let's finish with that one. Lift the right knee, lift the left knee, hug the knees, fall onto the knees. Breathe in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Give your back of your neck a little rest. Release. And then we slide that right leg forwards. And bring that left knee tighter in and let that left knee fall to the side. Don't forget to pad it up, so support it if it needs. The foot goes on the inside of that thigh there, right foot pointing upwards. Sometimes it's quite nice just to lift yourself onto your sit bones there, or sit on a cushion if you prefer. Right hand comes behind. So notice how close I've got that hand to the back. Some people are, you might be on your fingers. Sometimes you might be flat. So it depends on, how your configuration of your body. Left hand on the outside of the right knee. There's nothing wrong, it's just different dimensions that we have. Breathing in. So we could be like this, but instead we're going to be like this, sitting up tall, feeling that thread, Yeah, that string. And then we breathe out and the belly comes around, and the ribs and the chest and the right shoulder. And we breathe in and we lengthen again. Just a reminder for the center. Brings us to our center. Maybe you can press a little bit on the outside of that knee, just to give a bit of more to the twist, but not so we're pushing. And we can really keep that back supported with the arm and the arm supported with the back. They're both pressing against each other, and turn to look right behind you. One more breath in and release and twist slowly to the front. That's good. So now we are going to come over this leg. So again, reinstate that lift, inhale, exhale, coming forwards, leading with the chest, walking the hands down the leg. They can be on the ground or on the leg. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, taking the chest forwards, looking with your eyes, looking at the toes, imagining there's a big eye in the middle of the chest, wants to see the toes. Come away a little bit, breathe in, fill the body with air. Notice what happens when you really elongate, lengthen the out breath, like beyond. You think, okay, that's all my breath out. No, there's always a little bit more space. And yeah, when you squeeze the belly button in towards the back of the spine or the back of the body, then you get an extra bit of squeeze, and then the inhale, slowly let the air come in, and breathing out. And then we'll just walk the hands back up the leg, nice and easy. Lift that left knee, lift the right knee, hug the knees again. Release the face, just let it fall to the knees. In through the nostrils, out through the mouth. In fact, let's just do all this. Let's do this kind of, we don't always do it in this position, but I think I just thought maybe we'll try it. Just to loosen the mouth and the jaw. So a good way to do that is breathing in through the nostrils and out through the mouth. We'll do this with the face and the knees. Yeah, give it a bit of sound. Let's do one more time. Yeah, that's nice. Stretch the legs away and bring the feet to the bottom of the mat. And we're going to slowly lower down. So a little bit of effort before we completely lie down will make the lying down so much sweeter. So while you're doing this, you're reaching continually towards the toes and you're breathing in and out steadily, in and out through the nostrils. And we're lowering down as slowly as you can. Good. Stay with it, or not if you don't want to. And then let go. Now, wasn't that worth it, right? That was worth it. Just for the feeling of release. So making the effort, you get the release afterwards. Let's just hug the knees here for a moment. Oh, yes. Let's have a rock and a roll, releasing the lower back. Yes. Let's draw a circle on the ground. Big circle with the knees, breathing in as you take the knees away, breathing out as you draw them into the body. Go at the speed that you feel comfortable with, but keep it steady. Keep it steady, and maybe see if you can slow it down a little bit as you're breathing in and out, breathing in and breathing out. In and out through the nostrils, keep the mouth closed lightly. Also, always pay attention to notice, is there a slight space between my lips? That's good. You don't want to be breathing in through the mouth. You equally don't want to be, clenching the jaw and this sort of tight-lipped. And we go the other way with the knees. So it's always good to, and you can even get your fingers into the jaw. And that does really, really help to just release it. We don't even notice it's happened, throughout the day. And it's an area really important to release, because obviously that we take that into our sleep, and that's going to be not good for the teeth. And we may be grinding our teeth. So loosening the jaw, and then hug the knees again. Put the feet on the floor. Just slide the feet away. Give yourself a full extension. Just a couple more things here now. Breathe and just let the abdominals get a good stretch. Breathing in, point the toes. Breathing out, push the heels away. Breathing in, point the toes, still stretching into the fingertips. Breathing out, push the heels away. So this is just about enjoyment, enjoying this breath and body connection. Breathing in, point the toes. Breathing out, push the heels away. And then just let the feet fall out to the side. In fact, just rock the legs back and forth on the ground, just loosen them up. Oh, feels good. And relax the arms so they're more relaxed on the ground, a little bend in the elbows, back of the neck on the ground, chin slightly tucked in. Breathe in through the nostrils. And breathing out, lift the arms up through space, let them move through space. Breathing out through the nostrils, and they slowly come to the ground. We're just going to do a few of these. Breathing in. Arms are coming up. Close your eyes, in fact. Let the arms just rest on the ground, however they need to. Maybe you need to have the arms, the elbows really bent to do that. That's absolutely fine. Depends on how open you are on the shoulders. And then breathing out, bringing the arms through space. The arms are extended as they come through space. So just at the end of the out breath, we're trying to really match the movement to the breath. You come just to the end of the out breath. You might even notice a slight pause before the in breath comes. And the arms move through space until you're fully expanded. You can feel that little bit of expansion in the chest. And then you're exhaling slowly. Maybe you notice a little pause at the end of the in breath or the out breath. It's quite good just to notice that little space between the in breath and the out breath and the in breath. See if you can notice that. Maybe even not really pushing a pause, but feeling that little pause, that moment of suspension where there is neither in breath nor out breath. It's this sort of space in between. And this time, as your arms are moving through space, next time you find your arms alongside your body, just let the arms roll out. So the palms are facing the ceiling. So this is very much Shavasana. And the space between your feet fall out to the side. It may be for some of you uncomfortable, in which case you can put your feet on the ground, your knees bent and semi-supine. If you're doing that, it's good to let the knees fall together because then you're not holding the legs up. But also, what's a great idea is to just put a cushion underneath your knees, just to elevate the knees. And this will give your back a better position. It'd be easier to have the back flat on the ground. Maybe some of you might want a small, very small, flattish cushion or folded blanket, only if your chin is lifted like this when you lie flat and you can't bring that in. You notice the alignment of the spine with the neck. This is what it's about. Cover yourself with whatever you want to cover yourself with. Maybe turn the lights off. Soft, nice and cozy. Now, what have I got? Oh yes, I forgot my scarf because I'm going to get cozy as well with you guys. Yeah, it's important. It's important to feel good and to take care of yourself. These little actions, they all add up. They signal to us, self-care. I care about myself, how I do things for myself, not just do it for yourself as if you were doing it for somebody else. Oh, I'm just going to wrap myself up like I was wrapping somebody else up. Oh, yes, nice. Okay, we're going to come into the Yoga Nidra now. So take a few moments just to really get yourself cozy, settled, find exactly the position you need to be comfortable. Okay. Just any last minute adjustments. And then closing the eyes and keeping them closed. Keeping your focus inwards. And knowing that you are safe, comfortable, and that I will be with you the whole time to guide you through the practice. So, lying in Shavasana. The practice of Yoga Nidra is the act of hearing and the act of feeling. And these are the only important factors. In Yoga Nidra, you are the creator of the dream. Say to yourself mentally, I will not sleep. I shall only listen to the voice. Repeat to yourself, I will not sleep. Give yourself some time to become calm and steady. Take in a deep breath through the nostrils. As you breathe in, feel calmness spreading throughout the body. And as you're breathing out, say to yourself mentally, relax, let go. release. Become aware of sound. Become aware of sounds in the distance. Become aware of the most distant sounds that you can hear. Let your sense of hearing operate like a radar beam, searching out distant sounds and following them for a few seconds. Move your attention from sound to sound, without attempting to identify the source of that sound. Gradually bring your attention to closer sounds, to sounds inside the room you're in, to sounds of your own body, your own breath, the sound of your own heartbeat. Now develop your awareness of the room you're in. Without opening your eyes, visualize the four walls, the ceiling, the floor, your body lying on the floor. See your body lying on the floor. Become aware of the existence of your physical body lying on the floor. Total awareness of your body lying in perfect stillness. Your body is lying on the floor. Develop your awareness of all the physical meeting points between your body and the floor. Become aware of the natural breath. Become aware of the deep, natural, spontaneous breath. Breath coming in and breath going out. Don't concentrate on the breath too hard or try to interfere with the natural process. Just keep on listening to my voice and know that you are breathing. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. Say mentally to yourself, I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. I will not sleep. I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. This is the time to make your resolve, your sankalpa. A phrase or sentence, something you want to manifest in your life. Something positively framed, a simple resolve or intention. Please state your sankalpa now clearly with feeling and awareness 3 times. Now the rotation of consciousness, moving your awareness around the body. I'll direct you around the body from body part to body part. And all you have to do is move your attention quickly from point to point. If you wish, you can repeat mentally the name of that body part after I say it, whilst you simultaneously become aware of that part of the body. Practice begins with the right side of the body. Bring your attention to the right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of the waist, right hip, thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. Bring your attention to the left side of the body. Left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the waist, left hip, thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. Bring your attention to the back of the body. Right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, right buttock, left buttock. The length of the spine, the whole of the back together. Bring your attention to the front of the body. The top of the head. Forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the eyebrow center, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, the nose, the tip of the nose, right nostril, left nostril, upper lip, lower lip, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, middle of the chest, navel, abdomen, lower abdomen. Bring your attention to the whole of the right leg, whole of the left leg, both legs together, whole of the right arm, whole of the left arm, both arms together, whole of the back, whole of the front, whole of the head together. Legs, arms, back, front, head together. The whole of the body together. The whole of the body together. The whole of the body together. Develop awareness of the whole body and become aware of the space occupied by the body. Become aware of the body and this space that is occupied by your body. Body and space. Become aware of the whole body in the floor. The whole body in relation to the floor. At the same time, become aware of the meeting points of the body and the floor. Feel the meeting points between the back of your head and the floor. Shoulder blades and the floor. Elbows and the floor. Back of the hands and the floor. Buttocks and the floor. Calves and the floor. Heels and the floor. Awareness of all the meeting points between the body and the floor. The sensation of all points clearly and distinctly. Switch your attention to the eyelids. Feel the narrow line of meeting between the upper and lower eyelids. Feel the sharp points where they meet. Intensify your awareness between the eyelids. And then the lips. Center your attention on the line between the lips. The space between the lips. From the lips, we go to the breath. Draw your attention to the natural ingoing and outgoing breath. Feel the breath moving along the passage between the navel and the throat. On inhalation, it rises from the navel to the throat. On exhalation, it descends from the throat to the navel. Be completely aware of the respiration, navel to throat and throat to navel. Don't try to force the breath. Just bring your awareness to it. Maintain your awareness. And at the same time, start counting your breaths backwards as follows. I am breathing in 21. I am breathing out 21. I am breathing in 20. I am breathing out 20. I am breathing in 19. I am breathing out 19. And so on from 21 to 1. Count to yourself mentally as you follow the rise and fall of the breath from navel to throat and back again. Total awareness of breathing and counting. The breathing is slow and relaxed. Now bring your attention to the following sensations, recreating sensations in the body. Heaviness. Awaken the feeling of heaviness in the body. The feeling of heaviness. Become aware of heaviness in every single part of the body. You're feeling so heavy that you're sinking into the floor. Awareness of heaviness. Awareness of heaviness. Lightness. Awaken the feeling of lightness. Awaken the feeling of weightlessness and lightness. A sensation of lightness and weightlessness in all parts of the body. Your body feels so light that it seems to be lifting up and floating away from the floor. Awareness of lightness. Cold. The experience of cold. Awaken the experience of bitter cold in the body. Imagine you're walking on a cold floor in the winter with bare feet. Your feet feel very cold. You feel cold all over, every part of your body. Awareness of coldness. Awareness of coldness. Heat. Awaken the sensation of heat. Awaken the experience of heat. The whole body is hot. The whole body is hot. You feel hot all over your body. Recollect the feeling of heat in the summer when you're out in the sun with no shade. The sun beating down on your body. Heat all around the body. Heat all over the body. Awareness of heat. Pain. The experience of pain. Concentrate and try to remember the experience of pain. Any pain you may have experienced in your life, mental or physical. Allow yourself to experience the sensation, feelings of pain. A real feeling of pain. Pleasure. Recollect the feeling of pleasure, any kind of pleasure, physical or mental. Recollect this feeling and relive it. Make it vivid and real. Allow it to expand throughout your whole body. Awaken the feeling of pleasure, a real feeling of pleasure. Check that you are awake. Notice if you are drowsy or sleepy. And say to yourself, I'm awake. I am practicing Yoga Nidra. Withdraw your mind and concentrate on the space in front of your closed eyes, the space called Chidakasha. Imagine before you a transparent screen through which you can see infinite space. A space that extends as far as the eyes can see. Concentrate on this dark space. Become aware of any phenomena that may manifest within it. Whatever appears or you see is the manifesting state of the mind. Continue your awareness of this space, but without becoming involved. Practice detached awareness only. So now, visualization, bringing your mind, your focus, your inner vision, allowing yourself to imagine or just hear or feel the following imagery. Imagine yourself walking along a deserted road on a hot day. Beside the road is a high wall, and in the wall, a small door. You go through that door and discover inside a garden. Birds singing, beautiful flowers, cool shady trees. You explore the garden and come to a well with butterflies dancing around the top. Look inside the well. It is very deep. A cylindrical tunnel boring into utter darkness. A spiral stairway twists around the walls. You start walking down. In the walls are polished stones, yellow and white marbles, emerald green serpentines. Look up and see the circle of light at the top of the well. From holes in the walls, you hear the sounds of small animals, squeaks and rustling sounds. Now you are completely surrounded by darkness. You feel your way along the walls. Large green eyes gaze at you and blink shut. There is a hoot of an owl, a beating of wings. You pass through a cloud of luminous insects, completely transparent. You are surrounded by these, but none ever touches you. The walls are damp and mossy. There is a dim light below. You reach the bottom, run through a tunnel, and come out on a golden beach. A golden beach on the shore of an infinite ocean of peace and bliss. On the water, a large white lotus flower is rocked gently by the waves. On the flower, there is a baby lying, and that baby is you. Feel yourself as that baby, rocking gently by the waves. Feel yourself as that baby, rocking gently on the waters of the infinite ocean. Continue this experience of yourself as a baby on the water, and experience the sound of Om over the infinite ocean. Hear the vibration of Om. Om. Bring your awareness back to Chidakasha. Bring your awareness to the dark space you see in front of your closed eyes. Watch the darkness that you see before you very carefully, with detachment, without becoming involved. Rest your mind in this warm and friendly darkness. If any subtle phenomena manifest, colors, patterns, images, symbols, shapes, take note of these and continue with your awareness. If thoughts occur, let them come and go, but continue watching the dark space. Continue this with detached awareness. Now in this warm and friendly darkness, remember your resolve, your sankalpa. Repeat the same resolve you made at the beginning of the practice in the same words and with the same attitude. Repeat your sankalpa now 3 times clearly with feeling and emphasis. Om Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Divasya Dimai Dio Yona Prashodayat. Become aware of your breathing. Become aware of your natural breathing. Awareness of breathing and awareness of relaxation. Develop your awareness of your physical body, your existence, the body lying on the ground, your arms and legs, the meeting points between your body and the floor. Develop your awareness of the room you're in without opening your eyes, just imagining and feeling the walls, the ceiling, the noises in the room, the noises outside. Take your mind out. Allow it to become completely external, but lying quietly for a few moments, readjusting, slowly waking up, keeping your eyes closed. Start moving your body, stretching, moving your limbs, moving your fingers and toes, hands and feet. Taking your time, there's no hurry. When you're sure you're wide awake, then just lying on your side, gradually and slowly move yourself to seated. Take your time before you open your eyes. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Hari Om Tat Sat. So we open our eyes, if they're not already open, look around, take in the light, notice the time of day, really take yourself back out into the day. Look at the hands, maybe rub the hands together just to really feel the hands and bring some heat and energy into the hands. We practice the Yoga Nidra and we hopefully feel good, we feel relaxed, we feel shinied up from the inside out. And then we come back into the heart, place one hand on top of the other, close the eyes briefly, and we send that, maybe that glow, that energy, that heart, that love out into the world. So bring to mind somebody, or even more than one person, maybe even hundreds of people. See who pops up, somebody you want to connect with, send love to, send healing to, give it a smile to give it extra power. And connecting heart to heart. And breathe into that. Give it warmth and energy. Good. Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice tonight, or day, whenever you're practicing. I hope you have a peaceful day. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.